Welcome to my Momentors Ask Me with Momentors question and answer every Friday. Guys, I hope that you are doing extremely well wherever you are in the world. And guess what, guys? It's Friday, and it's that day that we take to really reflect on, what it is that we have done for the week. How productive have we been? And, I really like to come on this question and answer because I am talking to, people that are, and as a mentor, as a business mentor, I like to come on this because I'm talking to people that are starting their healthcare businesses, some who have already started, and they are coming on here. Some are sending me questions to say, you know what, Mo, how do I do this? And, this is the time that I have dedicated to really come on here and to answer some of those questions. So please do share the feed. If you are playing back, then please do share with your friends, family. If you know somebody who is already in the healthcare business or is thinking of starting their healthcare business, then please do get them to join me every Friday to really be able to learn. And you know what? Sharing is caring. Like my 5-year-old daughter always says, sharing is caring. So every Friday, I'm coming here to share some of the tips that I've used to really be able to move my business to the next level. So I'm excited to be on here today. Please do share the feed and let's get learning. So today I'm excited because I have a question from somebody that has basically said, I've received a question this week that is asking me, what steps should one follow to become a successful entrepreneur? What steps should one take to become a successful entrepreneur? And like I always say, I like to give from my very own experience. And this is not textbook material. This is really coming from the raw gut or the raw stomach, the stomach of an entrepreneur, somebody who has started and is thriving in business as an entrepreneur. So, the question I'll say here, and this is coming from Joseph, and Joseph is in Zambia, and he has asked me this question: what steps should one follow to become a successful entrepreneur? So what I will say to that, Joseph, is, the first step that you want to take is to follow your passion. You want to follow your passion. So step number one, follow your passion. Follow the things you like to do. And if you're not passionate about something, do not bother to go into it, because there is step number two, which talks about consistency. So there's a need for you as an entrepreneur to have that consistency, and that is whether people show up or not. You need to then have that consistency, and this is so important to you as an entrepreneur. So step number one is follow your passion. Do something that you are passionate about. Do something that you are knowledgeable about. Because if you start your business today, you want to be looking at something that you can wake up to, you can do regardless of what is going on in your personal life. It's something that you don't have to think twice about. So it's something that is you're passionate about. So if it is baking cakes, if it is cooking, if it is caring, if it is mentoring, inspiring others, whatever it is that you are looking to start within your business as an entrepreneur, do something that you're passionate about, and also do something that you're knowledgeable about. So you need to have that knowledge so that you're able to then apply the knowledge that you know to your business, and you then know what you're talking about. And there may be a need for you to research that particular market, so you need to have the knowledge of who are the game players. in that particular trade. You have to have the knowledge of who are your competitors, within that particular trade, so that then you are better prepared. Because they say, fail to plan is a plan to fail. So if you do not plan yourself around that, then you risk failing within your business, because you're simply not planned yourself around it. So there's a need for you to then do that research to understand who are the game players in this type of business that I'm trying to go into. And, what is going to be so unique about me? What is my USP? What is my unique selling point? So that, you can position yourself in a better way, and that allows you to be more attractive for your customers. And also it gives them a reason to tap into your services or your products, because there is something unique about you. So you need to always be somebody who is knowledgeable within that trade. So there's a need for that. And I talked about consistency. So there is a need for you to be consistent in your business as an entrepreneur. So come rain, come sunshine, you need to show up. You need to, show up for that meeting. You need to show up to that audience, and, be committed to whatever it is that you're doing. So, I had somebody talk about Coca-Cola when it started, to say that, Coca-Cola had only, I think, less than 10 sales in its first year of its products. And can you imagine, what that would have meant for Coca-Cola, if they had listened, or if they had responded to the response that they'd received, that could have easily put them off the actual, business altogether. But they were consistent, and, they continued to show themselves up. They continued to present themselves. So there was that consistency. And when you see the consistency, then, people begin to have an awareness about your services. And by you being consistent, you allow your customers to start to trust you, and you allow your customers to start to know about you. So you then become visible to them, because you continue to show up. So that's another thing that you can do to really help yourself to become successful as an entrepreneur. And, so I've talked about, passion. Be passionate about the things that you want to go into. It's something that you need to be able. So if you're good at braiding hair, if you're good at doing something, that is ideally the type of business you want to go into. And there is a need for you to do some research, so that you're knowledgeable within that trade. You know it like the back of your hand. You know it, even if somebody woke you up at 6 in the morning, 3 in the morning, you are really, the information is on your fingertips, and you're able to download what it is that you do, what service is it that you provide. So there is that need for you to do the research, so that you become knowledgeable in the trade. And I talked about consistency, and I gave you an example of Coca-Cola, for example, when they started. And there are many other businesses. Using my own experience, I will look at, when I first started, when you put your business out there, it's not always welcomed as you would love it to be, because remember, this is your business, this is your baby. You've spent so much time, working on the business plan, working on the possibilities, working on that cash flow forecast to say, what am I going to be yielding by the end of month 1, month 2, month 3, month 6? And for you to not get the response that you require initially can be a bit discouraging. So, I remember very well going through this with my business when I first started, and that did not deter me, because I knew what my service was about and what I wanted to do. So that did not deter me. In fact, it actually gave me, it gave me more enthusiasm, and it motivated me the more to actually, try harder and actually develop things a bit more, so that, I would be considered as a preferable service provider. So again, I was not discouraged by the amount of people that came to apply or the responses that I got as a no. So again, there's a need for you to be rather headstrong, so that you do not lose the focus. So there's a need for you to be focused on what it is that you seek to achieve. So a focus is important for you to become a successful entrepreneur. So if you can imagine, there are so many service providers out there. There's so many businesses doing exactly the same thing that you are trying to venture into. So there's a need for you to then continue to focus on what it is that you want to achieve, because by focusing, you become consistent, you continue to show up, and you continue to build your confidence, you continue to set the pace of what it is that you are trying to establish or trying to achieve. It's so important for you, Joseph, to look at your business and to use some of these tips to actually get you to where you're trying to get to. So that's some of the things that you can do to become a successful entrepreneur. And I suppose, the last one that I probably will mention is about relationships, the need for you to build those relationships with other similar businesses, to network, building relationships so that you can network and people can get to know about what you do. So it is important for people to understand what you do, for your potential customers to understand what it is that you do. So, I've heard one of my favorite entrepreneurs say, Richard Branson, and he said, if it doesn't matter how good your product is, but if you do not begin to talk about your business or your product or your service, then you actually are not doing yourself justice, because guess what? Nobody is going to know about your business. So, if you think about it and you look at, Momentors, for example, if I don't talk about Momentors, if I don't show up, if I am not consistent to attend this question and answer and talk about what I do, then you, the audience, are never going to know about what Momentous is about. You're never going to know what it is that I do. So really, there is a need for you to continue to show up for your business, to continue to be visible for your business, to continue to present yourself to your audience, to continue to talk about your business until you can talk about it no more. And so, you need to really continue to talk about your business in such a way that you start to bore everybody out with your business and what it is that you do. So you need to really continue to talk about it, say as much as possible about it, shout out, hashtag it, make codes, so that, you allow yourself to have that visibility. So I hope I have tried to answer the first question for you, so that you are following and you can take some of those nuggets away, and hopefully you can apply them to your business. And when you apply them to your business, you too can become that successful entrepreneur. So thank you so much, Joseph, for your question today. And I hope that, I have been able to answer it to the level that is helpful for you. So if you're watching me, I am going to be talking about the next question now. Please do share. If you're playing back, take the nuggets away and use them for your advantage. And this is really Momentous question and answer that I am doing to help my fellow entrepreneurs, the new startups, and others that are maybe struggling in certain areas. And really, I'm presenting these to you to really help you so that you too can get to the next level. So the next question I'm going to answer is, how do you build a great team as an entrepreneur? How do you build a good team as an entrepreneur? So yeah, thank you so much for that question. So I'm going to start by saying, for you to grow, they say teamwork makes the dream work. So teamwork is of paramount importance within your business, depending on what type of business it is that you're doing. If you're providing a service, then you know as well as I do that you cannot run a one-man band. So there's a need for you to start to build your team. And one of the things that I always say, and that has been key for me, has been around building my team, is about really providing value. And also for my staff, for my team, them to feel valued, listening to them, making them understand that, working for you is not a chore. They need to feel part of a team. So involving your team is one of the things that you can do. Let your workers, let your staff team feel involved in your vision and what it is that you feel you're trying to achieve. So it's really important for you to really make your staff to feel included in what you're doing. So inclusion, in staff meetings, keeping them well informed of your vision is one of the things that you can do to build your staff team, to build their confidence. And I always say mentoring your staff, is also very crucial. So, supporting your staff in such a way that you mentor them to become better at what they do and allowing them to operate within their roles. Allowing them to make decisions within their roles is key, because when they start to grow, then they become valuable for your business. So it's one of the things you can do to really help to build your team. Going out on team building, I know that's not always possible at the moment, given that COVID is upon us. Going out in groups is something that may be limited. But what about doing online stuff that you can really make sure that your team feels involved and they feel part of the vision and they feel included in what you're doing within the business, and that way they become part of your team. They feel part of the family. So that's one of the things that you can do to build your team towards team building. There's a lot of other things that you can do, ensuring that you're supporting them through supervisions, through appraisals, through training. Ensuring that your staff are well trained is also another thing that can help to build your team, so that, they become confident and they're knowledgeable in what they're employed to do. So those are some of the things that you can implement in your business as an entrepreneur to become a success. So that is, I hope I've answered that question for you. And obviously, if that's not been answered, or if you have another question, please do email me or my team at hello@momentors.me, and somebody will be able to really book a time for you, or present your question for the next question and answer day, which is next Friday. So I will be able to then answer that question for you and hopefully help you to build your business, helping you to do more and to become more. And this is what really my mentoring program is about. It's about really helping you to do more, to become more at what you are called to do. So that's what my program is about. So again, the 90-day business builder program is going to be launching soon. And that is specifically for those that are looking to go into home care. And it's a 90-day program where I will be really going through the 3 stages of how to build your business successfully, your home care business successfully, and keep it thriving. So that is the 90-day Momentors Business Builder Program. So if you would like, again, to register, again, please do email me or my team at hello@momentors.me, and I'll be able to get you onto the program, which is going to be launching in October. And I'm looking forward to it because it's an exciting time, again, for my mentoring business. So also, if you would like to work with me on a one-to-one, I am also offering a VIP strategy day where I can just really go through with you some of the challenges that you're having within your business and support you to really be able to take yourself to that next level. So I hope that's been helpful and informative for you. My next question is, what are some of the challenges that you have faced in building your team, or I suppose in becoming a successful entrepreneur? Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. So, some of the challenges that I'd say you would face as an entrepreneur is the initial, building of your business. You will face those challenges, such as, really building up on your confidence and building up on your why and building up on that initial business plan and owning that business is the most biggest challenge I find, building that confidence, being able to speak confidently about your business and what it is that you're trying to do, being able to present yourself to decision makers about your business and what it is you do and why they should provide you with the contract, or why it is that they should prefer you to others. That is one of the things that I would say is the biggest challenge when you first start. So, you would need, with time, you find that the confidence starts to come in. And as you build yourself up, you network, you build your confidence, and you find that you become better at what you do. So that is one of the challenges that you will face within your business. And, challenges come from left, right, and center, from having to deal with the decision makers and their expectations, to dealing with your staff and their expectations, and actually providing the service and the expectations of the clients and the customers. So, you almost have got 3 different areas that are giving you that pressure. So there is a need for you to quickly develop, to quickly grow, to quickly develop your confidence so that you become confident in what you're providing as a service, what you're providing as an employer, what you're providing as a provision for your clients. So there's a need for you to really be able to balance that equation coming from your clients to your staff to the decision makers. So that is really for the home care or a health care business where you're dealing with clients, decision makers, and staff. So for me, that would be some of the challenges that I've faced. And, challenges are ongoing, but it's about how do you deal with those challenges when they are presented to you. And it's always about you having a positive attitude. Having a positive attitude is key. You have to remain in control of your vision and also share it with your staff team such that they understand your vision. And by so doing, they work together with you to make that dream work. So like I said before, teamwork makes the dream work. So there is a need for you to realize that, it's a teamwork job. You have to evolve with the time. You have to develop with the time. And you can't remain in one place. You have to continuously evolve and develop as an entrepreneur so that you continue to take your business to that next level. So I would say those are some of the challenges that I've incurred, and I'll continue to share with you on this platform as you bring those questions and those answers, and I'll give you those answers to really help you to take your business to the next level. So again, guys, I want to really thank you. Thank you so much for listening, for supplying me with the questions, for tuning in, whether you're playing back or you have just caught me halfway. Thank you. Thank you so much for really joining me today. And I will see you again at my next session on next Friday, where I will be answering some of the question and answers for you guys as you show them or as you send them to me. So from myself, Mo, thank you so much for joining my mentoring every Friday. I'm going to be here with you, and I'll be trying to answer some of those questions using my own experience. And you know what? You cannot give from an empty cup. This is not textbook material. This is really a tried and tested method, things that I've learned along the journey. And I now help you as practical as possible to apply the same things and also to save you from making the same mistakes that I also made along the journey. So this is really important that you don't make the same mistakes that those that went before you made. So what you want to do is be positioning yourself in such a way that you are progressive and you are successful as an entrepreneur, as a service provider, as a business owner, and whatever you call yourself. So thank you so much. Do not forget to share the feed and tell others about my 90-day program that is coming on. It's going to be happening and it's going to be live with you guys. So please do make sure that you log in, you share the feed, you share the information so that others can benefit. So thank you so much for tuning in today. From myself, Momentors. Bye for now.